So hello everybody. I was trying to do the unit 2 of compiler design. So I have completed what is called again an article. So I completed the first and followed. What I need to do is the pass tree construction, and also there is this stack thing through which you can. I'm not sure what that was because after the pass tree construction you do the actual LL parsing, right? So that is kind of left. So one second, give me a second, let me open YouTube and open the playlist that I am currently working on. Okay, where was I? Yeah, that K might be in GT. Yeah, I got the playlist. I'm going to show it here. So I think I'm audible. Yeah, cool. Okay, so we were somewhere. Okay, I think I'm not sharing my. Why is this not visible? Wait a second. Whoa. Okay, I think the screen's stuck. I think I should start streaming again. Okay, I think my screen is stuck. Let me see the actual studio content. I'm actually live, so let me just see. ये बता देंगे. Okay, I think I should stop the stream again. Okay, I don't know what to do now. Let me do one thing. I'll just remove this. Yes, and I'll add a new screen. How do I? Yeah, Mac OS screen capture. Okay, let's see. It's still the same thing. What do I do now? What am I doing wrong? I think I should stop streaming this. Let's just remove this again. What does this say? This is another screen. But let's do this screen capture. Screen. Building retina. Yep, now it's working. I should go back. I'm going back. It's working honestly. Cool. Okay, let's go with this. I need to set this up. This is going out of bounds. Okay, this is here. Should keep this upper. Oh, this is better. Should I make myself bigger? No, I don't think I should make myself bigger. I'll just keep myself over here. Choto sa. Yeah, I think this is fine. Or this is fine, I think. Cool. So where was I? I was doing. So LLR parser table construction करना है, then start bottom up parsing. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos, almost 7 videos in bottom up parsing. That's the hard part, and we're almost done with top down parsing. So we'll continue working. I won't be speaking while I'm working. The only thing that is probably um, the only thing that would be audible would be the screen audio, so that maybe you can also study along. Just just if someone's watching this. Uh, okay, where was I? I was on this prompt, and yeah, I'm stopping my voice.
Hello students. So in this video we'll discuss about the construction of LL1 parsing table. So to construct this LL1 parsing table we required both first and follow that we have discussed in the previous videos. So first let me go with the algorithm. This is the same algorithm we have taken in previous video. See, for every production like A tends to alpha. Here alpha indicates anything on RHS. As I told you in the previous video also, alpha belongs to n plus t whole star. It could be a non-terminal, terminal, combination of non-terminals and terminals, sometimes even epsilon. So if where we have to keep it, see we are going to construct the table of m of x comma a, where x is denoting the rows are nothing but non-terminals and A is nothing but columns. So those are terminals, and at the end it is going to have the dollar, right? So for every production we have to find the appropriate row and the column. Of course we have an algorithm here, right? So I'll tell you this algorithm in a simplest way. See, if you are given a production and you are asked to find the appropriate cell, then the left hand side decides the row. So if it is A, then you must keep it in the A row, A non-terminal row. So by mistake also you are not supposed to keep one non-terminal productions in another non-terminal row, right? And the right hand side decides the column. Sometimes even we require left hand side decide the columns, but row is left hand side is enough to decide the row. But for column we need right hand side. Sometimes it may require even left hand side where we are having the follow, right? And of course the epsilon is a game changer here. So whenever you have a epsilon, then the problem comes. What is that? Follow. If there is no epsilon, no need to find the follow to construct the LL1. parsing table. So let me explain this with a simple example, guys. So what are the grammar we have taken earlier? So why I've taken this grammar, because we have already found the first and follow for this same grammar in previous videos, right? So guys, here we are having e tends to t dash, e dash found. There is no epsilon no need to find the follow to construct the LL1 parsing table. So let me explain this with a simple example, guys. So what are the grammar we have taken earlier? So why I've taken this grammar, because we have already found the first and follow for this same grammar in the previous videos, right? So guys, here we are having e tends to t dash, e dash tends to like productions. So now I just want to find the appropriate cell for this production. Of course, you have the table, but don't look at it. Okay. So then we have to find what the row and column. So this must be placed in the e row. So you're going to have this e tends to t e dash this. But where should I keep? What are the columns we have to keep this? For that, we have to find the first of te dash. Means what? You have to take first of t. So what is the first of t? Open parenthesis comma id. So don't go for the e dash, because the t is not having the epsilon. So if t is having epsilon, then only you have to go to the next symbol. That's a fundamental rule for both first and follow. So where we have to keep it? First of te dash, right? So first of te dash is nothing but first of t. What is the first of t? Open parenthesis and a. So you have to keep this production in id and open parenthesis. That's how we have done. Same way you can go for it. E dash tends to plus t dash, e dash tends to epsilon. Divide it. Okay. So divide those productions. Like we have to keep this production e dash tends to plus te dash and e dash tends to epsilon. So where I should keep this plus te dash, we have to keep that in first of plus te dash. So what is the first of plus? Plus only. That's the reason we have to keep here. Then where should I keep it? First of epsilon. But do you have the epsilon column here? No. So whenever you have the epsilon, go to the next symbol. Do you have any other? No. Then take what? Follow of e dash. That's what we have done in finding the follow, right? So what is the follow of e dash? We have already found dollar and close parenthesis. So you have to keep this e dash tends to epsilon in dollar and close parenthesis. That's what we have done here, right? See, by mistake also you are not supposed to keep one non-term productions in other. So first it will decide your row. Later you can go for the column, right? So then let me go with the t tends to ft dash. See, t tends to ft dash. So again we have to keep it in first of f. So t row, first of ft dash columns. What is the first of f? Open parenthesis and id. If it is epsilon, guys, then you have to take open parenthesis id. As it is epsilon, you have to go to the first of t dash also. But as we don't have epsilon, so I am restricting it to only first symbol. That is first of ft dash. What is the first of ftf? Open parenthesis and id. That is the reason I kept in id and open parenthesis. Same way, first of star ft dash you have to take in star. See, and epsilon means first of epsilon is epsilon. Go to the next symbol. As we don't have, then take the follow of t dash. What is the follow of t dash? Plus open parenthesis, sorry, close and dollar. That is the reason we kept in plus close parenthesis and dollar. So same way, first f row, first of open parenthesis e close parenthesis, take first of open parenthesis parenthesis only. So you have to keep it in open parenthesis. This one, first of ID, it's nothing but ID. See, finding first and follow is very important. Once you got the first and follow, I think it's very easy to construct the table. So first you can decide the rows, later you can decide the columns. Right, and see all the remaining empty cells, whatever we have taken, those are called as syntactical errors. So whenever you come across with these empty cells, we can say that there's a syntactic error. How we have to handle it, that we have discussed in the panic level and praise level, right? First we'll discuss at the end of again parsers. Now all the cells in this table, right? So this we can call as LL1 parsing table is having at most one production. So whenever you have more than one production in the LL1 parsing table, then we can say that the grammar is not LL1 grammar. But this for this grammar, the table is having only one production. So we can say that this grammar is LL1 grammar. Not the LL1 parsing table, then we can say that the so this we can call as LL1 parsing table is having at most one production. So whenever you have more than one production in the LL1 parsing table, then we can say that the grammar is not LL1 grammar. But this for this grammar, the table is having only one production. So we can say that this grammar is LL1 grammar. Right. So let me take one example how you are going to get more than one production. So guys, let me take another example like S tends to A, and A. So what is the first of A follow that we have taken here? So we have to construct the table with the two non-terminals as rows and terminals plus dollar as columns. So where I should keep this. So first of A, what is the first of A? So I have to keep in S row A column. And where should I keep this? First of A only. So I should keep the two productions in the same cell. So then this grammar is not LL1 grammar. Not LL1 grammar. But this for this grammar, the table is having only one production. So we can say that this grammar is LL1 grammar. But so let me take one example how you are going to get more than one production. So guys, let me take another example like S tends to A, and A. So what's the first of A follow that we have taken here? So guys, let me take another example like S tends to A, and A. So what's the first of A follow that we have taken here? So we have to construct the for good one grammar. all the remaining empty cells, whatever we have taken, those are called as syntactical errors. So whenever you come across with these empty cells, we can say that that is a syntactic error. How we will stable graph that. So for your we are going to variable even L1 to only one production. So we can say that this grammar is LL1 grammar, right? So let me take one example how you are going to get more than one productions. So guys, let me take another example like extends to A and A. So what is the first of A follow that we have taken here? So we have to construct the table with the two non-terminal size rows and terminals plus dollar columns. So where I should keep this. So first of A, what is the first of A? So I have to keep in S row A column. And where should I keep this? First of A only. So I should keep the two productions in the same cell. So then this grammar is not LL1 grammar, right? So whenever you get more than one productions, then the grammar is not LL1 grammar. So what are such cases? For example, if you're having like this extends to AA and extends to AB. So where should I keep this? This has to be kept in, for example, if I'm having X row with A, B, C, and so on dollar, right? So where should I keep this? First of AA means AA only. First of AB means AA only. Again, we are having. So not LL1 grammar. Why? Because this grammar is left factored grammar. So that's what I told you. Why means we are going to have conflicts, more than one entry. So same way, even left recursive grammar is also not suitable for the LL1 parsing table. Why? For example, you take a left recursive grammar like this, E tends to E plus T or ID. Assume that, right? As E is occurred as leftmost symbol left recursive. So where should I keep this? In E row, some other columns like ID plus star, so on dollar. So where should I keep this in ID? E tends to ID. Where should I keep this first of E? What is the first of E again? ID. So you have to keep here E plus T. See, left to factored ID. Where should I keep this first of E? What is the first of E again? ID. So you have to keep here E plus T. See, left to factored grammar. Same symbol from the left side is not suitable. Means that is not LL1 grammar. That you can tell it if it is left to factored grammar. Means if any symbol is common in more than one production from the left hand side, left to factored. We'll discuss the definition of this and how to eliminate it also. Even left recursion in other videos. So now if it is left recursion, directly you can say that the grammar is not LL1 grammar. Right. So this is how you have to check or construct the LL1 parsing table. So then, so this is the end of the top-down parsers. So what is the main three concepts in top-down parsers we're having? With backtracking, recursive descent parser, and LL1 parser. So let me give some conclusion points about the top-down parsers, whatever we have discussed. See, three parsers won't deal with the left recursive and even left factored, right? So, but these two parsers, there is a danger of falling into infinite loop for left recursive and left factored. But for LL1, so they are not LL1 grammars also, but there is no danger of falling into infinite looping. So that's the reason this is the most widely used parser out of top-down parsers. And not only this, to overcome this left recursive, to deal with the left recursive and left factored here, we are moving to the next type of parsers called bottom-up parsing. But no parser deals with the ambiguous grammars, even whether it is top-down parser or bottom-up. So what is ambiguity? What is left recursion? What is left factoring? How we are going to deal? All these things we'll discuss in this chapter only, but in other videos. Hello students. Hello students. Dash and replace f. X is again t tends to ft. starting symbol as I mentioned. Hello students. So in this video we'll discuss about bottom-up parsing. So in the last video we have discussed how to construct the LL1 parsing table and what are the disadvantages of it. Especially it won't deal with left recursive and left factored grammars. And danger of falling into infinite loop for left recursive and left factoring for other parsing top-down parsers. So to remove that we are moving to the bottom-up parsing. See, we have discussed about bottom-up parsers earlier in the types of parsers. So it's simply nothing but constructing the tree from leaf nodes, starting from leaf nodes and moving towards a root node. So where the root node must be the starting symbol of the grammar. It should be the starting symbol. So for this construction, we use two techniques. One is handle, another one is handle pruning. So what is handle? So handle is nothing but a string or substring of the right sentential form which matches with the right hand side production of the grammar. So of course, we'll discuss about this with the examples. And handle pruning means once the handle is detected, we have to replace it with the left hand side non-terminal. So bottom up parsing is nothing but detecting the handles and pruning the handles non-terminal. So bottom up parsing is nothing but detecting the handles and pruning the handles. Let me explain this with a simple example. So guys, listen here. So the grammar we are having here A, A, B, like this. So whatever the string you are going to generate for this grammar, the possible handles are only this, the right hand side productions. What are those? A, B, E, A, B, C, B, and D. That's the definition we have discussed. It is a string or substring of this right sentential form which matches with the right hand side production of the grammar. So if it is matching A, B, C, then that is called handle. If it is matching ABC, handle, B, handle, D, handle. So once an handle is detected, like ABC is detected, then we have to replace it with A. That is called handle pruning. So identify the handles and prune the handles. Let me explain this with a simple example what we have taken here. See, first A, B, B, C, D. So we are going to scan the input string from left to right. So first we have read A. Is A is matching with the any handle? No, right? Matching means not a part of it. So the part of this right hand side sentence should match with the right hand side production. Part means don't take here, just you have to take here. So A is not matching with anything. Then you take A, B. So take all the possibilities of AB, like substrings of AB, epsilon, A, B, AB. So AB is not matching, but only B is matching. So if only B is matching, then we can consider B is an handle. Right? So once an handle is detected, then replace it with the A. So B is replaced with what A. Now what is the string to be considered? A, B, C, D. Same way you do it. Again, read only A, not matching, A, not matching, A, B, not matching, A, B, C. Here A, B, C is matching. So once ABC is an handle, then you have to replace it with the left hand side non-terminal. What is it? A. So after replacing this ABC with the A, you get AAD. Same way next, what is matching? AA is not matching D. So replace the D with B. Right? Then AAB with the S. This is how you got the starting symbol. So when you have constructed the parse tree, it is going to be like this: A, B, B, C, D, E. So first we have to replace this B with A, then we have to replace this ABC with the A again, then B with the B, then A, B, E with the S. So this is how we have to construct the parse tree. Right? So these are called handles, and replacing is nothing but handle pruning. So these bottom-up parsers categorized into mainly two types: LRK parsers and operator presidency. And in LRK, we are going to use LR0 item sets and LR1 item sets. What are those? We'll discuss. And we have 4, but in our syllabus, we are having only 3: SLR1, CLR1, and LLR1. But I'll tell you how it is going to be. The LR0 also. Right? So same. The LRK means we are scanning the input from left to right. That's what it is denoting. And we are going to use reverse rightmost derivation. How it is going to be. See guys, for example, you got this string, right? A, B, B, C, D, E. Then you can go for it. S tends to A, B, E. And what is the first production we have used here? S tends to A, B, E. And what is the rightmost non-terminal B? Then you can substitute A, B tends to D. D. What is the production we have used here? B tends to D. Then same way, for this A, what we have to substitute to get this string A, B, C? So A, B, C, D. So what is the production we have used? A tends to A, B, C. Then for this A, you substitute A, B, B, C, D. What is the production we have used? A tends to B. See, whatever the rightmost derivation we have taken, so if you take in reverse order, those are the handles. First handle is what? B. See. Second handle, A, B, C. Third handle, D. Fourth handle, A, B, C. Whenever you get some doubt, just take the rightmost derivation and go in reverse order to find the sequence of handles. That's it. Okay. So now, first, these LR bottom-up parsers are mainly categorized into two types, as I told you. So first, we'll discuss about this operator presidency parser. Right. So operator presidency parser